didn't do that.
But that would be considered like a crucial conversation, like a conversation that you have to have that's uncomfortable.
Okay.
It's basically a conversation that's uncomfortable.
So today we are here with some beautiful young black women, and what we're going to be talking about and discussing is crucial conversations. How do we approach or handle and have these crucial conversations in our lives with our friends, our loved ones, the people on our job, our peers? How do we have crucial conversations?
Well, I think with me, how I approach crucial conversations or situations that may be difficult to have with someone is first, just to be honest, I have to pray. And I have to ask God to give me the words to say, when to say it. Like, he has to give me the approach, and more so, he has to give me his timing. Because sometimes when I approach crucial conversations, I can't do it like at a moment right then and there when my emotions are high. So I may have to have these conversations like at a later date. And so with that being said, I always step back. I ask God to give me the timing, what to say and when to say it. So that person can receive what I'm saying too in this crucial conversation. So that's how I approach conversations that are sort of difficult to have when you know it's probably like a private setting with you and another person. So that's how I approach my difficult conversations.
I agree with her. How I approach my crucial conversations. When emotions are high, I settle down, talk to God first, see what He wants me to do, and I agree again with taking a couple days and thinking and dwelling on it just a little bit and just seeing how God wants me to handle the situation, and then go to that certain individual or group of people and tell them how I feel. And yeah.
How I deal with crucial conversations. I kind of let my emotions take over the situation. I'm really bad at that. But I go to that person and confront them, try to talk it out. And yeah, basically.
Yeah, so it's like, and sometimes you have to have those right now conversations with them. You know why? As the old people say, while the blood is still running warm, you have to get those conversations out, because it's like not another second, minute of the day, I have to hold this in. Because sometimes when you hold it in, then that's a whole nother different topic, when you hold things in too long without speaking to that person. But some conversations are necessary to have, in the moment. But again, even when you have those conversations in the moment, I feel like it's how you express yourself. And I know now the young people say, or my children tell me, Mom, sometimes you have to start matching people's energy. Because I'll just take a backseat. I'll totally walk away from the situation. I'm a very calm person. So, especially, my son is a mom. You know what? You got to start matching their energy. If they come at you like that, and that's not always the way to go. But sometimes you do have to say, hey, let's handle this right now. Let's step aside and let's do this. But when you talk about family and crucial conversations, those are those conversations where maybe a sibling or my mom or dad or a family member have said something, or they talked about me. I didn't make my pecan pie was talked about. Well, it's joking and stuff like that, but when a person get home, it's like, dang, they ain't have to talk about my pie like that. And I want to know, what was wrong? Why did you, so it's just different. It's different things to family. And then sometimes with family members, you got to have crucial conversations with loved ones. Like, what should we do if mom and dad get to a point where they may have to come in and live with me or my sister? Those are conversations that we necessarily don't want to have, because we think that we're going to have, we think we're going to, they're gonna, you know, people may not get to a place like that, but we have to have these conversations like caring for a loved one. Do we send them to a facility? And not saying this about my parents, but no, I'm just talking in general about crucial conversations, or conversations that's difficult to have. Sometimes you just have to really sit down with a family member and just have those conversations. So like if it's you and your sister and Jay got on your nerves, how do you have a conversation with her when you know she might fly off?
I can't say all the time that I actually sit down and talk to her. Most of the time it is over the text messages, and it's not in person. It's never sitting down and like, okay, let's work this out. And let's try to work better on this and that. It's usually over text and going golf. And
so is that how the because there's an age gap here, a huge. I mean, I'm their auntie, so of course there's a huge age gap. But is that how the people talk now? Via through text?
I guess so.
Like if you have a situation with someone, you'll be like one person in one room, the other person in another room, and you would just like text it out
in the same house.
No, I don't think most of the time when I do text, and it's like situations like that, they're usually going.
Oh, okay.
It's never like they're in the same house and they're in different rooms and we're just texting back and forth.
Because my sister, I have 3 sisters, but one sister in particular, like she will text me a 30-page paragraph, and I'm like, call me, because I'm not responding to all that. Let's just have this conversation and let's just get it over with, because this is too much. Number one, I don't text fast. So when you get done saying all what you done said, I'm still on the first. I'm trying to address the first 5 sentences of the conversation that we can just call me up and we can just talk about, because I can't keep up with text. So that's okay. That's good to know that is a way that now that the people are like having crucial conversations via through text.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it get resolved when you text versus in person?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow. Okay. So I should just keep doing what I'm doing and just call that family member or whatever to. Okay. That's interesting, because I know that some people can say that's like the easy way out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard to say. It's easy to say you hurt my feelings in a text versus saying you really hurt my feelings. But see, I don't have a problem with it. You know, you were wrong. You hurt my feelings. I told my niece the other day. I said, why? I mean, why we can't play together? And I didn't understand that. I was so serious. I think she thought I was playing. I was like, I mean, they didn't even have to let me play for a long time. You could just let me play for like 5 or 10 minutes. You know I wasn't going to stay long. I just wanted to go be nosy. I wasn't going to say nothing. I'm not a snitch. But then what was moving, my niece said to me, and I don't even know if she goes to me, Keisha, we really didn't spend no one-on-one time together. And I was like, it was like music to my ears, because you hadn't said that in a very long time. And I was like, okay. Fine, maybe she ain't too grown for me. You know they get big, girl. They don't want to hang out with me.
Mm-hmm.
And so then because I was gonna have a crucial conversation with her, like, why didn't that laid on me for a while? Why couldn't I come hang out with you and your friends when you picked me up from train station? But then you made up because you said, Auntie, we ain't hang out now. I was like, okay, that's cool. That made up for that. Crucial conversations.
Crucial conversations. I think also a crucial conversation maybe it doesn't even have to be an issue, but sometimes it's like need to know information that you need to gather. So I'm about to take a flip side of this. Like one niece, you're headed off to college. When you were apartment searching, there are critical, important questions that you should be asking as we are approaching adulthood. So sometimes just things in life, or you are just starting your first job. There are many important questions that we should be asking. Do I get any benefits? Mm-hmm. Does anything come with this rent price? Is there a washer and dryer in the location? So I think also a crucial conversation. Sometimes they are those harder conversations, but sometimes it's just important questions. Like some things,
it don't have to be crucial.
It don't have to be crucial. I think
addressed.
Crucial, like it's important.
Yeah.
These are things that you need to know and you need to go ahead and ask.
I like that, Sarah. I like that you said that. What is included in this apartment? What what's the last day that's considered to be late? You know, that's not a crucial conversation. That's just an informational type of question. But sometimes I think people get lost with just an informational type of question because they don't, you know, they don't think it should be asked, or they think maybe, oh, did you read the fine print or whatever have you. But we have to learn how to have conversations, and healthy conversations. Not just like conversations to be just like whatever, but healthy conversations that's going to benefit me. Like, so anyway, I think all conversations are important, they're needed, but I think it's how we address them. I think they should be healthy conversations. If you feel in some type of way, open up to someone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that they hold stuff in, and you know, you can put on a smile, but you're really feeling sad on the inside. I think it's good for us to have conversations and say, hey, are you okay? And those sometimes can be crucial conversations, because it could be a friend and you may know that friend is off a little bit, or not off, but like not being themselves and stuff, being a little distant and stuff like that. It's not always because they have an attitude or something. It could just be something that's bothering them, and they're just waiting on someone to say, hey, are you okay?
I think that is awesome. Do you all have anything else that you would like to say about these important, crucial, or informational questions? Anything that you want to add? Chanel, do you want to say anything about, do you think that it's good to have important conversations?
Yes.
Oh, that's why we need to have these crucial conversations, you know, over the phone or in person, because we can misunderstand what's sent. How many times have you gotten how many times have you gotten a text and you like, I know she didn't say that, and then you had to maybe read it 2 or 3 more times. Well, maybe they didn't mean it this way.
Right. One of my friends had misread. Excuse me. She didn't misread the text. She just wasn't in the right place. You know, her emotions, she was somewhere else. So when the text came through in the group message, she felt very like attacked. Like, how dare you? Like, she just felt attacked. But the other friend, I'm gonna say friend A, she didn't mean it like that. No one took it like that. But friend B just went a whole nother way with it. But you know, it was just like a little awkward because they really wasn't talking like we would be together. But you could tell that it was still a little awkward. Until we just had to have a crucial conversation, like, hey, let's bring this situation up on the table. Now, friend A, come on, friend B, you know she didn't mean it like that. And then come to find out, it was something that was going on at that moment. And she was like, I can see how I read that text wrong. And sometimes we have to give people the benefit of the doubt. We have to give them that same grace and mercy that God gives us, because it could just be a misunderstanding.
I think really this last portion here was very important. If you do receive something through text, because that's what the young people do nowadays, it's like very important to get an understanding. And you call that person before you jump to any conclusions. Call and get clarity, because many things are taken out of context when sent through text message. So contact that person directly, pull them to the side, as Auntie Keisha said. And so I thank you all. Anybody want to wrap this up?
Thank you so much for this time to hear us just talk a little bit about crucial conversations. Thank you so much.